I really don't get this.
We are hurting our country and ourselves in the end.
Yeah.
We are the country.
Yeah.
Tunisia is a really beautiful country with very friendly people, but there is one big problem. There is plastic everywhere.
And when we ask the Tunisians why it is like this, they agree that it shouldn't be like this. But they say it's just a long and slow process to change, and that maybe it should be organized by the government. I have the idea that they don't see the value of changing their habit when no one else does it.
Yeah, but we found two people who do this different, Manel and Bashir, and we are going to have a look where they live.
We are on our way to an anchor spot now, and it's nice because we seem to get the freedom to choose a place for ourselves and just anchor there. And there's hot springs here, so I think we are going to swim again, isn't it?
You need hot springs to swim. Good morning. Look at the dirt.
I really don't get this. Like almost every Tunisian you speak to, they say marhaba, marhaba. That means welcome, and they really want the tourists to come again and to have a good time. But they don't seem to care about all the rubbish on the tourist places. Do you think the tourist would take his towel and lay in here? The hot water source is full of men, and I think it's a bit weird for me to go and sit next to them. So maybe we have to go like very early morning or evening, I think.
When we came here, we saw only men in the hot spring and the women were waiting here. So we were kind of disappointed, like, oh, there's the big difference between the men and the women, and those kind of pre-assumptions. And then we figured out when we were talking to the women that this is just normal, and the men are first, and then after the women go into the pool, into the hot spring. So now Marjolein joins them.
So that was good. It's really warm. It's nice. I'm done with my bath. Hermen is patiently waiting. Unlike the other Arab men, they spent like 3 hours in the bath, and we could after half an hour they got impatient.
Tnin.
No,
Khamsa. Oh, comme ça. Okay.
And now it's Hermen's turn.
I'm not sure what the people think, but it really looks gorgeous. And then if I turn the camera around, you see this. I think they just don't care, but I don't understand why. Okay, now we focus on the natural beauty again, because it's really gorgeous. It's Hermen's time. First the man, then the women, and then Hermen. So on the way back we buy a little tea. Do you like it, Maya?
Yes. I like the Tunisian tea.
We are back on the boat. We have a little damage. Our paddle is broken in 2 pieces. We found a piece of bamboo here on the beach, so we'll try to fix it. So, now we have a paddle again. That's good.
We are on our way to the other beach again with the hot water springs. Because yesterday we met Menel and Bashir.
Yes, his name is.
Bashir, okay.
Yes, my friend Bashir. And my tent. I used to spend the night here in this tent. Camp.
They are Tunisian people that really love the nature. Today we are going to help them to clean up the beach. We can learn a lot from the Tunisian people according to hospitality and generosity. Maybe they can learn a bit about how to care for the nature. Then we do both our part.
There's the house.
Yes, ça va bien,
the best.
Alhamdulillah. I collect the bottles and I do with it the plants here.
A lot of new plants.
Yes, a lot of plants.
Here is a lot of dirt, and we are starting to clean it. We've been talking for about an hour with Bashir about faith, about Islam and Christianity. But now it's time to start working. So, it's ready. And I will fill this one up, and then that's the first load of plastic. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. I'm very good.
Man.
It's a very nice day.
Oh yes,
The
that's
sun shining.
We cleaned like the left side of the river. And that looks a bit better, but when I arrive here I think,
So this is the place where we are burning a lot of things. And there's also sometimes a man coming who collects plastic that they recycle, so we try to get a lot for him as well. But we need to burn as well because it's just too much. How is it going?
yeah, I don't know if you can say good, but we go very fast. We already filled 3 of those things.
Yeah.
Like in 3 or 4 minutes it's full with plastic. So much.
So far it looks pretty nice.
I like it that the dirt in the water in the first part is gone.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Unbelievable. Whew.
Doesn't look good.
No, I don't think this is good either, but the better option.
We're done with the plastic. It's not finished, but it's a bit better. And now we are going to have lunch together. It's 5 o'clock, but
I thought that cleaning the beach would make me a little happy, but actually the opposite happened. It made me sad because you just see how huge the problem is, and the problem actually starts with big companies making a lot of money producing this rubbish, this plastic. But luckily, on the other hand, Bashir and Manel were there to make us a little happy.
in the monastery we found a place that is giving workshops and selling recycled handcraft in order to make people aware of their impact on the environment. So we are going to visit this.
But first we go to the second-hand market. So at this moment we are in Monastir. We go to the Fripp here, and that's a second-hand market, and it's really big here. Like most of the people buy their clothes here on the second-hand market, and it's all stuff that comes from Europe and America, and they just use it for the second time. So this is really good. What are you looking for?
Hiking shoes for you. Nice this Fripp, but you need some luck.
So we are on our way to Espace Creatief, and one of their slogans is turning trash into treasure. So this is it, I think. Oh, there's the program. What do they have here?
They have origami, making boxes with something nice, bricolage, and you can celebrate your birthday here as well.
Oh, it's too late.
Too late for you.
We need to come back in September.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
This Imagine Espace Creative, it started from a very simple, spontaneous idea between good friends sharing the same idea. Me, Insaf, I'm Tunisian. Christine, she's from Switzerland. And Tracy, she's American. Even we are from 3 different continents, we share the same love for nature and for simple things. The plastic is the biggest problem in Tunisia. It's all about that we start really to believe that we are hurting our country and ourselves in the end. We are the country. Our hope was to make people think about changing the style of life. How we behave with what's around us. And people, they would love to come and sit in our garden and talking with us. Some they craft, and I have a nice group participating on our workshop. We are trying to build a community. I hope we will have a good impact around us. For example, we took care of this garden in front of us. And you know what? After we cleaned this, our neighbor, they did the same.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes, they cleaned in front of their commerce.
Wow.
So I was so happy. I said, this is the idea, is to give a good example. If we can, they can.
Wow. So
Tunisia needs from this. It's time. So we carry on working simply with a lot of love, and we'll see what will... I stay positive.
Yeah. I like it a lot. It's like a really nice atmosphere here. I think I'm going to buy this one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's with a candle. Can I buy this one?
Yeah.
Oh, you even have bags with it.
So these are t-shirt bags instead of plastic. Old, like, ruined t-shirts.
That's a smart idea. I never saw this.
Someone asked us why we would care about the nature, and we have several reasons. Of course, it looks a lot nicer if the beaches are just clean and not covered with a lot of plastic.
And it's good to take care of the earth and humanity for the future, of course.
I think our biggest reason is God gave us a task to care for the nature.
Yeah, but it's difficult, because when you want to do this, it always costs something for yourself. Like, do we take the plane in order to see our family again, or do we buy more expensive products because they are eco-friendly? Like, you can't do it perfect.
No, that's true. But I still think it's good to take your own responsibility. But I'm not sure whether it really makes an impact on the long term, because I think real change comes from higher authorities, from government, and from big companies who really change something. Maybe we differ in opinion about this a little.
Yeah, a little bit, because I think because okay, I believe the same as you.
Oh, thank you.
No, because I think even if the people with power are not changing, I still have to do my part, and maybe when I do my part, I can influence the people around me with it. And when we all do this, maybe we can even influence the people with power. In the next video we participate in a video course and we get inspired by the younger generation that has good plans for Tunisia. After that we don't have a topic yet, so when you have a good idea what we should film, let us know and we will come back on it.
Yes, ask us questions about our lives, about the videos, about Tunisia, about anything, and we will try to come back to it.
Bye bye.